In the course of our discussion about Ejisu, the issue of Professor Dr. Kingsley Nyako, whatever happened at Ejisu has come up on the discussion. I have the statement from him. Yes, from him. Okay, so it's come to my attention that there is a video in circulation in which I was seen picking a white envelope from my back pocket and dropping it on a table in front of two Electoral Commission officers. I would like to state that on the 30th of April 2024, when the Ejisu by-election was being held, I was selected by my political party, the New Patriotic Party, to supervise 5 polling stations in Fumesua. During my numerous rounds and upon reaching the Pentecost Church polling station, I interacted with the officers to find out if the election process at the polling station was coming up well and the numbers that had registered at that time. The officers indicated that the process was smooth, but at that time their food had not been delivered. I then asked them if they would be okay if I offered them lunch. They accepted it, and I put an envelope on the table in the full glare of all. I then left, granted an interview with Adom TV, and continued to the other polling stations. I must state unequivocally and in all honesty.
But he said he went and asked them if they would want something for lunch.
Okay, so
at the time, their lunch
so it
was
says,
not delivered.
during my numerous rounds and upon reaching the Pentecost Church polling station, I interacted with the officers to find out if the election process at the polling station was coming up well and the numbers that had registered at that time. The officers indicated that the process was smooth.
That have voted.
But at that time, their food had not been delivered.
So he's a caterer.
I then asked them if they would be okay if I offered them lunch. They accepted it, and I put an envelope on the table in the full glare of all. I then left, granted an interview at Dome TV, and continued to the other polling stations. I must state unequivocally and in all honesty that the gesture shown by me to the electoral officers was with good intent and not to bribe nor influence them to act contrary to their conscience, conviction, and character. The Electoral Commission over the years has built an image of credibility, integrity, honesty, and discipline. And I will not do anything untoward to erode such virtues. I've endeavored over the years to build an image of integrity, credibility, honesty, kindness, and discipline. And I will not do anything deliberately to diminish it. In fact, those who know me will attest to that. Although I acted in good faith, it seems my good intention and action have been misconstrued to mean I have bribed or influenced the electoral officers. That was not the case. I did not bribe anybody. As unfortunate as the incident is, I'd like to apologize to the Commission and the citizenry and assure all and sundry that such an act will never happen again. As unfortunate as the incident is, I would like to apologize to the Commission and the citizenry and assure all and sundry that such an act will never happen again. I will also gladly submit myself to any process to establish the truth of what transpired at the polling station on that day. Thank you, Kingsley Nyako, MP, Kwadaso.
No, just 30 seconds on this. If our brother wanted to offer an unqualified apology, he should have simply done so. The justifications and the explanations he's mounting,
he needed to explain what happened.
You see, we don't have a support for him because he's a panel.
On the basis of what you said,
Doc.
At least there's something I said that I didn't know.
Doc, let me tell you something.
That's if it's the truth.
Doc, let me tell you something. You see, when you're giving bribe to police officers in the full glare of the public, and they want to collect the thing without its raising attention. Oh, look. When anybody listening to me, go and watch the video. Listen to me. When Kingsley Nyako offered the envelope, the lady refused to take the envelope from his hand. If you like, play the video. So he dropped it on the table. Go and watch. If it was for food, near lunch, the girl would have gladly collected with both hands.
There's a song with
the lady was uncomfortable, but Kingsley was giving
there's a song with a title for the form.
For the form. Doc, am I lying? Because he offered the
We don't have time. Let's leave it.
No, listen.
We need to move on.
If I'm lying, tell me. In the video, he offers the envelope. The lady doesn't take the envelope from his hand. Then he drops it on the table. California tricks.
Okay, all right.
Yes, you are right.
You know, Sami is trying to.
I thought we were done then.
No, look at that.
Yes,
On this one, on this
you
one.
said something.
So I think Sami is trying too hard.
Okay.
You know, the point is that he needed to state why he did that, and he's done that. I think that that should be the end of it. I concede that the look and feel of it, people are right in their means to want to say that it is designed to compromise, but it's not. He has told us it's not. It may be construed that way, but that was not his intention. He just merely was generous to the people, and that's it. I didn't know the context that actually at the time their lunch had not been delivered. So if he learned that...
I'm learning that even the incident happened before lunchtime.
Yeah, because when he was saying that their lunch was not delivered
No,
at
it
the
was
time...
not like lunch and delay was morning time.
Okay,
So I said our brother should just
so what I'm saying
It was
is that...
branch. It was branch. No,
Yeah, whichever way...
But he said the money was for lunch.
no branch.
So whichever way you look at it, lunch happens at a certain time, but before the lunch happens, you prepare for the lunch. So it's not the lunch time that you go and cook them. So the point is that he's given his explanation, and I think he's done well. It's courageous of him, and what I think shines through is that his character.
Yeah.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
Every year, everybody goes over the
Yo, abusia for me show bibia wabaso waba hase ya yankoto 101 or Facebook yankoto 101 or YouTube. Medical catch them dada. Samote se me kasa mon share is because of Facebook page, you know. And I'm a pese moboa near building new page. It is said ya moboa ma ye build the old page, you know. Intimacy say how now baswa unya notification na just do us a favor and like the Facebook page, you know. And I said you be to me aya obe share obe draw a man for attention na omo hu say yaba life no na why yada say minia ene na mi hu say na ya adwen say nioma bi yo ho a will let it fly the way a esitie na maame no nyum na woto ye no who say the people are actually in hardship. I won't say any parco situation be no more young she ne ya. Yes, dear, I say a drain a commercial a busuno, any peony pano. Into occasions I say any quine say, and you may be see drew on will be wedding a awkward gin and new, and will be the one or the two, and you because I send it so. Na a yemi de say a show almost so, and cause one show almost so. You say obi ampo obi achobio se medican aka no mercy for the cripple, no cripple for the mercy. Ye de ebetumi aye se ne nipa dodo na anamo adwene beba so no mahu de wosamo ye na samo anye a obi ankasa wo mo de momfa enipa ho tan emfa ntena oman no momfa nto aba me se emfa obi a ho but enokre eye ba akopɛ and no kure wo wiase no eye ba akopɛ so ma me ewu na ose wada PTA meeting bedru ho yebeka so bia mfa ne maame mra ho ni behu se wo maame wada anase wawu ahokyere wo kuro nim na se stila no mokohwe eniomafon so de kokoto aba saa ema no a omubedi adanse ena mahama ko aye ahwan ena papa no ene wo hwehwe saa dirty riffraff na omo akotena abuchi omo akope obema owo krata ememe wo Ghana no ma mpebi o emema na ewo Ghana no omo mpebi nti ne wo madru abuchi because eto de den a abuchi de ebetwitwa de ajewo nti wo pebema a wo nkrata isanse broni kromo no wote wo na wote ho legally a wo to wo so enye se wo benya sika gidigidi o but enam se wo de mra kwan so ti kroni mu nti no wutimi fa mra kwan so se wo ho kire okura etimi nyamoa edi fi aban no so obi ti akwantuom obi ti abrochiri na se o se ho kire tentirenti dan so a first question also obusa na ne se ekwan be so na ofa so de ti kroni mu so ti kroni mu se owo nkrata de a na ete se yemusa na brabo a obo kroni mu se oni nkrata no hu se ayampa se oka se ne ho kire no esanse odiri nia Ghana ni na paper be kwa akoye adwuma Ghana ni ne sika ne be ba beto na account mu on farmer on wadi wodi sika be ma Ghana ni se on fanya ade ma ho ne wadi adentia onim wasem se uni nkrata nti untumi mfane nko police station eno ne ma abrochire ye Ghana fo ni bidin na wote abrochire na wo papers a wo so de tena ho se oba school se obi de ne papers be ware wo hu som because wo de mra ne be ye adwuma obi antumi nsisiwo enti ene ye sori ya eho enkrofo no a omofo so omuma amokoto nkwasiaba ebe ye papa no maame no ne ene omoti abrochire no omoti. Now let's delve deep into Enumabi. You see here, oh my Ghana no, ye bomb pie say ye benya leader. But say if people are in the country and they cannot speak truth to power, a bayeding. Fiakwaya Randiabe, a fast wa omo address ade no a kwada so member of parliament in ye. Sa kwada so member of parliament no. One the we are uhwe aya na pese betena ha se ya on. Ye measured in the language na ye use no. But the way I am penning for next year Jimmy no. The way pa Ghana from penning for year Jimmy no. There's no way say can asem for Ghana penning for one. Obeyi ateni de afimu untumi because can it's like why enkwan wa bo enkwan de ama wukunu a wamfa entene antum. The sort of any message to our leaders no the insult ateni de na ewo asem nim no eno ne ntene no a ewo asem na ye kanim no hwese member of parliament asem bi a oka se unim se nkofo ni diye enti unim se nkofo ni diye no wasudie. Didn't the EC make budget for say nkofo se no mo kohwe by election so enipa se ni afa wo mo omo ka sikanie omo duane sikanie EC no waye ho budget menu na etua okoye no nipa na wo de land ne kwa akoma no na ayika no sami jamfika no so the land mu obi a no atere ne nsa no age onu nipa ni nim se ade na o de ye no in public no enye akwa implicate enkofu ekwa wa implicate wo mo obi a wo semra o Randiabe. You see, sometimes mo TV ni so on na se mo complain politicians are on ensem a aya na like we share in your pains, but let me tell you mo ye nneoma bi wo ha on aye se aya na between mo amenti ase ba bi o my Ghana bedru no enye madamfo asem o enipa wei asem a wose mo ka kire nye bi ni de wi a matwa we abeto se na nipa no na aye se mo dia ye agrodie he eye wiase ba bia nyansafo wo ho a omoye journalist a anka omo asonkyene de agu asem wi mu amenne anka member of parliament no edanu anko be resign. You know mona mo nko ofo tete abrochi mona mo namforo tete abrochi ba bia me we enne na omo to aba man tese chese menhu se obi kura ewura odi obehu anse ye de polling station aboho polling station bo ya trouble ho ba ebeye den pa se ubehu obi se owura polling station won se wokwa akoto aba na sa Richard Ahiagba ne de mi hu ahunani a wagimi sada Richard Ahiagba wadi say enipa no let's give him the benefit of the doubt say wadi kan wa master courage aje de waye natum. Okay, Richard Ahiagba be bia mehia obia mebo otu mi bo otu owie a na makokot na makoka kire court say because of say menu me ho say me yes ade anyinti no court ne de be cheme mo anase mo agimi on scenario na ma create no uhia obi a no adi ni boni udi ni boni wie a no aba abonte no aba be ka kire say oh yes sorry because what jia to mu say ade a wo ye no enye sanye court and said there wouldn't be any need say basic court to dynasty ho. If that is how or mine was your kodia e was your good institution bia. You see here media maker mo amotin NDC your platform yi kasebia ye kasebia no e court to favor because emprempren no Ghana ni no onye ready say or sesa na adwen akoto abama any other political parties apart from NPP ni NDC no enti yehu say NDC any ohodenfo a ogina nten obetimi aba na pillage plunder any stealing na ekoso no at least omo be free ho omo be den omo be free ho na monso mo aba na afi yehu se oh ene ejimifo na friwo amankofufuro abanti yenhwe de omo so edeba but me catch them se mo ba na mo be ye nkataso mumu aso se ya medical aka se going forward no ahoche e wo Ghana no ebe koso akoso na me mpa na me bone se ahoche nkoso ankoso sene nipa behu nyansa se ahoche no kosoa na afei nipa ni twa no ba bia na nyeye na obepe bibia be ma na life no watimi a survive for the next day na also be ginisika no ni bia na se ontumi nso enye ho hwea de obeya ne se wo a wabegina ho na wo gine bribe no obeyi wafiri ho ama bribe no afiri ho a obeye and gradually we are making step towards that na eduru wa on wa papa ebokro no say o ye politician na owia oba besi na name no me catch will say you will come and pay for the mistakes, the problems, the atrocities, the pillaging, the stealing. O papa ye no inti so papa aye or do akoto Harvard otua o school fees with the little Ghanaian boy no te atechemu a o di koko anwansna pram na no ho no a o te New York usua de no. That's beautiful. O papa ni nyansa enti no o hye da chepa de asi wo ho absolutely beautiful. Ye da se But that day is coming and is here with us. You will pay for all the stupidity o papa, o ofa, o nana no yo hine no, o ye no. It's here a reaction. The energy you release into it is the energy you take back. Newton's third law of motion. Action, reaction, but opposite in direction. Action, reaction, but opposite in what? Direction. Odo nsabo wo no a. Wa bo wo no. Wa bo ade ni mu. Ade ni bebu, but won so nsa be ye oya. Wa fa powerful sika. Wa fa poor people sika. Wa fa children's home sika. Wa fa weda leprosarium for sika. But I'm telling here, I am declaring it to you here. Say, a debi beba. Sika no aye fa ya editua o school fees. Ewo University of Pennsylvania, John Hopkins, any fantastic university bia oko ye bia no. The day of reckoning, the day of accountability is ahead of us, and no one will be able to escape that day. And that day wouldn't come at the time you will be conscious and cautious. It will come at the day that you will not have any clue for you to make advanced preparations. There be. That day is coming. That day is coming and it will surely come. He? There yeti a honmo aye no. Because of say Randiabi wa down for ne kwada so ampiwe a wo hwe ne yobia ene ne ho yesi ye frɛ no Professor Dr. Friends Kingsley Nyako we also a professor we or a member of parliament no ye mra ye pese fight corruption and bribery ni we say no. Let me tell you. On te se OSP beka ho asem. On te se obia beka ho asem. Fitre saw na egu. But me say abai sesa we will gather monies. Sa issues we nyina no e wo ho videos wo ye do man for be court. So obi wo fi se na abai o power ntino ekwa fitre any aban sesa ni ahwe aban sesa now going forward no enkwofo a me ka no ha enye prophecy o but enkwofo a omadwuma ebeye den ewo Ghana ho in the future eye enkwofo no me lawyers no intimu a obia ya no akọ Ghana law school every year bia now it has become a fashion like say obia wi a mawie makola Ghana ho ahwan oye yikra no betra radio su kakra was wakoye law. A time is coming now. Mona madwuma beye din. Because you are going into that sector with the idea of getting fame. You are not going there to learn the tenets of the law so you can use the law to liberate the oppressed. And yeah, no na yemo mandate. Mandate nene say obese lawyers for na yini bi na wa hu say oh me so no me a lawyer but modwuma ni be ye den dia mamo. The people will now start to attack you guys. Lawyers no a moti Ghana, judges no a moti Ghana no. Me say a time is coming. The people will meet you fairly and squarely. Ewo mo fiefi mo. Ewo marketplaces. Ewo mon sorry amoko. Me see going forward no. The people will be waiting for you. Ewo baby a mo fi say eho na moko kwaji money no. You go and meet the people there. Enti mu de mo nkoso na mo ma amanfo emubu Ghana mrani mu na monhwe omudin na attorney general waba no a save we na we aba no a save me say that day na eba wo. Don't let us deceive ourselves there. The door will forever be closed. One day, when the people move around and they cannot find the key, what would they do? They will break into the room. And when people becomes anxious, when people cannot find the key to their success and they become anxious, they will forgo any other law, all the laws, and break into that room and get what will keep them going. Intimodi ya Montana ho that day ni beba. Neba ehon na abon se wadamfo ene Kingsley Nyako na wo tumi se waye bone mube stage public against them so that we get such ones out of power. Na ayense na ho dia ma obi se sa ukoyi envelope keke at the two tables so na enipa no amfa kra itimi ma o member of parliament was say sika any with time any with energy e dia akopeno one action see it mean lose a critical position ebeye warning e dia ma omo di achi no but stupidity keeps festering. Oh Jimmy etokoso in a sense say the odi achi no ehun se Kingsley Nyako aye na nadamfo any randiabe omo beba besre. They will come and laugh over the story. They will just be joking with the thing. Na I say ya brushing it off. Oh, na say na Richard Ahiagban so abeka. Oh, na say we na aye yini die sa na be. I am telling you say edane ba minua eda kese bi ba na saada ni duru ho a obi ani ho a obetimi astopo masa monkoso amakomu ni wo mu na se ohia ni beti ase se ekom no ede no eye wu sikani eye wo mrase bedwani no eye wo director of education no eye wo minister of defense no eye wo minister of health no wo na wo ma ne ho ekire no a that day no ni sa ohia ni no onfa ho ni etu a owo onfa ho ni ejan a owo usika no ebe funu intimodi ya montana ho na monsisi ahiafo na monkantira mo ho se me member of parliament intino metumi aye bibia na mafa me ho adi na mekọ obi ankasa but se emre bi na edue e wo Ghana fo tirim upon school ba na ma me de nwura asene na so na odi afrocomb na odi asim odwiri wutiri asese ya ubonse lies no na etitigu enwura ni mu adenti na odi nwura ni ba ye chese wa advance in what the intelligence no ohu se okofa entoma blacker ontimi identify because aboa no e kala ne ntoma no ebedi afra enti ofa entoma ebedan edue na adi se ni obehu ne ntem ni wayi no a time is coming. The intelligence and the knowledge of the people will advance and they will begin to use enra to measure more activity. Na se ode wonse sinwura ne so na ozi na onsa no emeki efin eye fin wonwura ne mu a ho na obete ɛhɔ na wobɛte ohiani ogyimifoɔ no saa na onyimi yɛ. That day is coming. And then one who say obi de nyura ese obi etiri ase bibi ne tirim. Saa nyoma nyina ye de shampoo dey aba. And the shampoo for washing the people's brain and the minds no. Ye ne shampoo ni aba. Ye kan saa wa. Ye kagu ho saa wa. Die otie ni tie. Die ofa mu aba no efa. Na dani duru a shampoo no ahohoro adwene ho awi a adwene ho ate no ho na be ho say yes ho e na be ho say yes na obi pie oboni man so na obi busa o say oh me are beautiful na wo kwaje so say an keke no a wo kan ye no etimi ma wo lusu wadwuma Ubo say yes, levels of intelligence. Ewo ho. Ye betra ne ye ka asem kire mu a, mo mpese mo bitie. Obi busa okeke wo. Se me hu ofe. Wo se an, o mpese nipa ne obe feel bad. Sa na wo intelligence kire wo. But oje so an no ano. Sa an keke no, nya na akoka so ye beautiful, o na ebusa wo. Oje so an na ano. You say there be intimi no wonye adwuma because waka osi obi ehu ofe meanwhile no the word beautiful no enkamfa enipa no the physical appearance ho but onyanseni ni say no one has the time to be interpreting your words. And so, be mindful, be cautious, and always make sure you think twice before you act. And Kingsley Nyako say, he did that with a positive intent. And such positive intent, no, how would I know, say, you did it with a positive intent? Because of, say, ye jiminti. Oh, or because you say man far boni ne ye. No one has the interest say o di adwemboni ne ye yo wa far boni ne ye yo. The first and foremost question and say, do you have the right to even offer water to the EC officials? No. And the EC officials themselves, no. EC for no penny for no catch room say. For for the avoidable we say you know, don't accept any office from any of the contestants, not even the voters. Abra we a member of parliament, ote parliament o unim samra we nyina, but the guy went contrary to the statutes. Aye de ye adwuma no. But wa begina ho. Wa admit say waye saade no wa admit se waye inti emfa nche no because wa ka no kre intimi nua uhu Richard ahiagba na waye obone a na de dua bo ne tirimu a na ye court a na wakoka kire court ne se Richard ahiagba se na obeka no Metro TV no na ye wakoma ya nti na de dua bo no but afidie wanu ho inti no court ni ntwa so ne yenhwe se court no obetwa so a obibini ohu obi a owu se ono na ho omobo obibini ehu obi a yade sekan awo no se ono no de na eya na obibini ohu se sika yade ama ne se onfa nye enkurasefo akwan no se wanfa anya enu ye more dangerous since say obi de sekan akọ obi hwe me de sekan wo obi a nipa ba akọ pɛ ne makuno basema anye ka akwan ne ya na VIP bus ne fa so a nipa sɛ ne bewuo se manye bridge ne ye anase manye bridge anto kwan ne so a nipa sɛ ne ma deprive wo mo their daily bread but obibini ube unse obibini esu a ya abra wakoto say ye dese kan ya wo obi. We are stupidly emotional, and I say emotion creatures. Yeah, emotion. Yeah, emotional. Yeah, emotion and yeah, me qualify and say me de kwako. Yeah, emotion. Creature a friend emotion no. Yeah. Me hwɛ video no say ya na ɛyɛ me ya. You see, Randy Abbey, Sami Jamfimo, any more a friend say Randy Abbey ni mo amutiti radio no. Monye very careful oh. Monye very careful. Because when the people begin to strike no and semono mona ya amode beto ho. Mona nkofo no encounter mo every day. Na dani duru hono mo a Allah wallahi. Adani duru hono mo a Randy, you have no chance say I say asem no mo ka I say mo nka I say asem no mu twi wo manim I say mu ntwi wo manim I say asem ne didi agro I say ye mfa ni agro unim edane beba medikan aka edano ebeba. The politics of Ghana after 2024 elections is going to be totally different politics altogether. One thing I always pray for is that the country should continue. Things in the country should continue to be tough. And even tougher. And even toughest. So that the people will begin to appreciate the discussion at the BNI Omunyano. It's like a nipano. One, there was section of the people they know say at the end of Omuyen but they still want to maintain because a bit fever a group be the new money problem. A bimusu they have no idea. The Danny Drew, whether so ideal, say ye intentional, insuno, and ye respecter of opinions. In so far, say whether say what idea about swimming or only idea about swimming, or no the ukemwako in this all ideas about swimming, just swim and get yourself saved. But only ideas so they are. The waters will just sweep you, carry you, and possibly drown you. Yedi esonkra ene yebeka. Monkoswa na monjitumi mfiri nkofo nsem na monfanye de mope. Because at the end day no Kingsley Nyako na damfuni Randiabi, na damfuni police officer, na damfuni we. Na utimi nya Kofi Boate epon ni ufri Ghana adwuma mu no ano oni East Legon Executive Club enenam enti se Kofi Boate ebeye IGP a na ono no ewo proclivity towards East Legon Executive Club ukodi East Legon Executive Club member bi eye obone a he or she just picks up the phone and call Kofi Boate. Hey chale asema abani o chale wa Mohammed ya me ho chimi o no de Kofi aka chese o de ibehu de we a ibesi de emra no ebeye o de obetimi nka and they will find ways and save them. Omaya ejimi fo msa. Omaya ejimi fo msa. Police officer a call retirement na who say ne namfuni and you do not use months a friend say just a day or a week or a month to build friendship. Kofi Boate enim sa nkoofo ne dadaada ansa opon ne ho. Inti obi nim enkwasiade asa nkoofo na ya omanye omutire didim. The time is coming. Na me na make kan say woye panyi wo man mu a na me nsa be hye wanimu a kai say o ka me nsa no a na o ka ama nate na mawu but o ka na mamu na me ba me nsa no anya ate awie enti dia me de beye ama se we nete ya we beti aka ho no na meboa wo ne yaye. And I want the people to always make leadership a dreadful venture for politicians. So politician in himself kunya na okotena so no otena so no antena so yi a ye be bunama ahwe ama ne sisi abubu a oya ade a obedwen ho. That day is coming. Enti wo a ofa politician adamfo no ebeboa wo. Na se munim nyansa now ye IGP, now ye chief of defense staff. My boys emfatu enyina Ekufuado. I'm using Ekufuado to represent the politician. Ekufuado indeed is not even a politician. Ekufuado is rather a politicaster because or a politician or a petty politician or taking advantage of the people into a politicaster. Ekufuado is not a politician. So sa politicasters no a omwe system ni mo no. Me de Ekufuado age na ho e de amano. Say Ekufuado ewia sika. Chief of Defense Staff IGP na mo no mukuratuo na mu gina ho na Ekufuado ewia. Ekufuado wia sika ni wia offer $1 million na wa ma wo $1,000. So for 1 million cedis no ama wo 1,000 cedis na mibusa wo no a ubo fie ni ho ban ene omo ti fie ni mo no hwan na anka wo senke ye fa ejapade a e wo so ofa kese enye wo a enu nti na elsewhere no krupapa bia so nipa eye yi no omo se politicians na di nkwasiade a the military no omo abawrem no wonim de nti obobawrem no do yes smart be or ye panyi bia because no I didn't know was me protecting akromfo because be a politician ni gina no wo so jani no wo na wo di tuo e gina neti owia sika 10 million no amount 100 cedis na wani ade na wo refi say sika na akwa na fa o de ne ba ko school papa wa abrochi ayewo o maame no o ticket ya makola anyway no kutukraba no onu ni sika de bia di district for no ebeji di free market women no no onu no ho esika na ye de ma wo ba ma na dia ko school no. When the leaders begin to realize this knowledge na politicians ni nim say omu jimi pe military no nyese omu ba betu omu keke wo omu betu omu no ma san take omu life di bia soja for no ebe cheke politicians no. But Africa ejimi ama bibia ejimi nti no police for any soja for omu no mu kuratu no omu so de omu kuratu no kura pen no wajimi nti ya ela obi kura obi fa pena na wudwane abra wo kuratu wajimi nti wo ye police ni wo ye soja ni na wutie ma asema meken na de kwa adwendwimu enu nti mo sori a ena mo si jeje diska hwe jeje diska o think smart se oman no ye mo ani nyina anyenye mo se mo nye oman no we ba no abedibi na we di to we na we di to we menye jimi o nambaras jeje katre tampon ne nko for say one day I will shake Ghana na mo fisa agro no ndi omani ti wo mo so no wa seki wo man no. Yes sa na obi odwen ko akire no oye se mo be wia ama me ho akire me na etuo da me dem da bi nyansa etini pe owura nyansa mesi etini epe owura no akotena ne trimu na odi ade ya de besi ha sei na ada foforo be frɛ ne no ye be sensia ma me ma akwan kitua bi na frɛ 024025 8269 me phone crowd. Don't forget, say, we stay tuned. Say, we no Loud Silence Media no, and friends, Loud Silence TV, Suya no. The next show, with all due respect, or they say pound for pound, at was so, intino. Try na. Open so share wadwin a. Obetimi a share wadwin. Yemfa some few 2-3 calls bi na yemfa enya yi. Ye de ye de betimi aye. Ewie. Hello. Hello.
Hello, talking to you down there.
Me phone kaka.
Question I'm making a baby said that Sandy Jensi, maintenance car. Or you mamma MP, son, or you mamma MP. Thank you, bye bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Mini Akasa.
Yeah, I'm referring me chair with your phone now. One papa the second or the comma man letter commission phone. Her numbers are any sa election we move. Maybe the pass some name we be near or balloon numbers because we hear sa election year 2 year now. A day pa na stopping conforna yanya da low turnout is because MPP ni and MPP4 equal election no ama puli agent omo fire ni na MPP4 nti abaye din amba omo se ne ankaye omo taya omo dinye numbers no omo beye because omo nim se MPP ni na o contest MPP4 no enim ne ye omo taye. So we a very good way for us to know say numbers no much than your numbers no Ashanti regions are but omuduzi MPP phone kwa na ewa ha nti say na ebe chro no matro di amada na for that's the main problem nti
pa hello
Good evening.
Tonka Mini Akasa.
Yeah. Mekasafi Western of this year, 24-hour economy. Minia, me pesa me can assembly. Yen, juma pa I was a she. But the pesa me can say, am I a timu ye de? I will let you win. Miss say all together. And you will feel baby a your mama. Send a wussy bar na. Savvy. Okay, don't cause a we in Patam. Yes, Brasabi.
That's it.
Then I am friend to my preference from more to down. The young family, you might be. Master Pessemeca.
Hello. Hello. And you're ready, say Obekasa. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Kasa, unia.
Hello.
Kasa.
Boss. Good evening. Because actually, Asantoro in your offense. With a Yamimbuane, Majima Mobo. With the Madison Deca can update to me if I never perform.
Kasa yetio, kasa.
I say abano MPP abano we see graduates kakra wo Ghana ba say asane kana ye kana kakra. Say oba yamre kakra no wakama na ku graduates I say abano aye 419.
Abano anka also ye omo 421 kra. Why? Obi anka na kofua. Obi ani o wada je obeka na kofua asamamomo. Ba bi omo kodi omo ko we omo ahwede no. Omo ko onkodi omo pa no. Ye da say. Yeah, you see what I did. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Minya Kasa.
Hello.
Kasa, who was so Kasa?
Okay. Your friend Godwin, no Kumasi. Your current economic situation in the because like these people don't deserve to be in power. There's a Ghana, Ubi Amuchre, youth in Amuchre. Yeah, Pequaya, you be abanye free so near there by papa but no abanye Ghana ye meta Ghana free in us.
Yes, sir, that's why in a short am I am for 2 calls being so near me. Hello. 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 When you're ready, info before. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. And I just want to ask, the parliamentarians, were they supposed to be there in the first place? Because the Chroma, when you are voting now, is the people that work there are supposed to be there. You go and vote, then you come out. So if every parliamentarian and anybody will go there and be giving money, that I think is wrong. Was he supposed to be there giving money out? It's not done. So that is wrong. And the media houses are quiet. They are not going to say anything about it. He has come out to admit that. You would think that somebody will say, okay, let's talk about this. But it doesn't happen. It's so sad to say when you listen to the amount of money that was used to bribe people to vote, that money can do a lot for the people in the first place. They could do roads, they could create a lot of jobs. But they use the money to bribe,
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Hello. And for last call.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Ejuma Dasi.
Michelle Kwani Mapa. Now, tip of beer, one just say, Uncle Fana, Mimi Nipa MPP Nipa. Now, we say, I don't know what it's an option about Bacope. The Bemu says in Abana 2024, the multi-million, and you moment me, you say, Yamun, I've been inquiring your mofo. Most Abana 2024, Mudigali Grammar Cra. Multi-million, the same Yamu, I've been on one or more for this. MPP Panipa and a class as a video, all you know about here is as a pretty baby. It's option about pay Yamuna, radio course where you see. Almost say 2025 or whatever. It's the way DNA, I don't know. I would go to I say. All handling over my mama in Chadini and 2024 year, you base I am not and papa,
that's super. Many are meant to me for course in the base, I say. And me say, I know dear, Omunyaika, dear Kufuadu per se, Uhuno, Yabemane who Ghana ho. What ya say? Yes, se Ghana for no. Etimiama, Osichintina be president, no mamma ye be. Nasa also be Jimmy, Yabe Boanu Jimmy. That way as something to be anyhow. What you say? But one thing I am politician, no, I am the real feeling when I say, I am na adwin say, so when ya a section of the security apparatus no ma eternity na adwin ya ne say, soldier for na war man nyina ye NPP for. Hey, dey ye dangerous ne say, soldier ni panyin no ye NPP ni, na asefo no ye NDC. Et said ye, nentwie bini eda ho a wo akoto no na eso na wo kama the esro no wo fi say ho ye strong CDS hwan omunyina me ni omo a omaka che omo say ye ntimi nya I'm telling you, I am telling you, ye more dangerous. And he said you have a bigger chunk of the base of the security apparatus omubufu a hu fucking Odi amontena ho na montena soro ho me se akonya ne nan bebuma otu se bisia pem ho no on say otu timi pem ho afi oko toilet na emoja nko ana oni yes this okoye dey ukohu malam smiler kaskala wankoje kaskala usisi no enye dey enkoso mema mo remfi say ye no ahya na ewo yesremo emre bi atwam no I think so dey nyame adom etena ye bedi nkomo afa eno ho medamo ase ye de mesi am bye bye.